Hi, welcome to the Daily Ref. In the previous part of this tutorial series, you learned about the fundamental table transformation tools. For example, tools to manage columns or rows. In this tutorial, we will explore the tools to manipulate text data columns. In the Power Query Editor window, you can find the text transformation tools in two places. 1. On the Transform tab, under the Text Column group. 2. On the Add Column tab, under the From Text group. Note that, if you use these tools from the Transform tab, then it will modify the data in the column itself. Whereas, if you use these tools from the Add Column tab, then it will add a new column with modified data. Therefore, always pay attention to the tab you are using the tools from. Alright. Let's have a look at the text transformation tools available on the Transform tab. First, we have the Split Columns tool. In the Split Columns dropdown, you have several options to split a text column. For example, by a delimiter, by the number of characters, by position, and so on. Under the Format dropdown, you have various text formatting options. For example, changing the case of text data to lowercase or uppercase. Here, you also have the Trim and Clean tools. Both these tools are very useful, as they help you to remove unwanted spaces and characters from your data. In most situations, you will find yourself using these tools. To add a prefix or suffix to each value of your data column, you can use Add Prefix or Add Suffix tools respectively. The Extract dropdown offers you several options to extract parts of string values. For example, you can extract parts of string values based on length, delimiter, range, and so on. The Parse tool is used to parse data in each cell as either an XML or a JSON document. Notice that the Merge Columns tool is grayed out. This is because currently, we have selected only a single column. To enable this tool, I'm going to select the last name column using the Ctrl left click. Now that we have the first name and last name columns selected, the tool has become active. Now click the Merge Columns tool. In the dialog box, if you want, you can set a separator, for example, a space character, and can give a name to the column. Remember, we are on the Transform tab. So if you click the OK button, it will replace the first name and last name columns with the new merged column. Alright. Let's now have a look at the text transformation tools on the Add Column tab. Click on the Add Column tab. Here, you will find almost similar tools, however, the Split Columns tool is not available here. Every tool here would work the same way. The only difference is, any tool used from here would generate a new column with modified data in it. Alright. Now that you are familiar with the text transformation tools, let's start exploring some of these tools. So far in our project, we have only one query, customers_lookup. Imagine a situation where you need the customer's full name in a specific format. That is the last name in uppercase followed by a comma, a space, and the customer's first name. For this, you can use the uppercase and the Merge Columns tools. Let's see how we can achieve it. First, convert all last name values to uppercase. For this, select the last name column of your customers_lookup query. Go to the Transform tab. Under the Text Column group, click the Format dropdown. In the dropdown, select the Uppercase tool. Note that a new step has been added in the Applied Steps pane. All the last name values are now in uppercase. If you would have chosen the same tool from the Add Column tab, it would have generated a new column with uppercase last name values. Alright. Let's now use the Merge Columns tool to create a new full name column. Select the last name column. Then, having the Ctrl key pressed, select the first name column. Please note that the order matters here. The Merge Columns tool will join the values in the order of selection. In our case, it would be the last name and then the first name. OK. Now that we have selected the required columns, let's go to the Add Column tab. Under the From Text group, click on the Merge Columns tool. Note that only the Merge Columns tool is active. Why? because based on our selection, Power Query Editor is showing applicable tools only. This is a very helpful feature of the Power Query Editor. Alright. Let's get back to the Merge Columns dialog box. As you know, we want to merge the last name and first name columns. And we want to use a comma and a space character as a separator. Therefore, I'll select the Custom Separator option. For this, click on the Separator dropdown. Select the Custom option. In the text box below, enter a comma and a space character. Enter a meaningful name. For example, to keep my naming procedure consistent, I'm going to name it full_name. Press the OK button. This would insert a new column to the end of the query. Scroll to the right, and here is your new column, full_name. For easy access, click and drag the full_name column. And place it next to the last name column. As I mentioned previously, Power Query records all the changes in the Applied Steps pane. This provides you with three main capabilities. These are editing, deleting, or renaming these applied steps. Using the gear icon next to the step name, you can tweak configurations of any applied step. For example, in our case, to bring back the Merge Columns dialog box, click on the gear icon of the inserted merged column step. If you want, you can make changes here. And press the OK button to commit the changes. In addition to editing the applied steps, you can give meaningful names to these applied steps. For this, just right-click any step and select the Rename option. Here, you can type a descriptive name. For example, in our case full_name column inserted would be a descriptive name. To get familiar with these tools, I would suggest applying these tools to other columns. And if you messed up, no worries, you can always remove the steps, using the delete button available on the left side of each step. Alright. We are finished with text transformations for our customers_lookup query. To improve your text transformation skill, it's time for you to do a little exercise. Okay. Here's what you are going to do. From the resources provided in the second part of this tutorial series, import the store's CSV file using Power Query. See if you can find some areas to apply some of the text transformation tools. I would recommend pausing the video here and spending some time applying these tools on the store's query. Then come back and play the video again to see what tools I used. There is no right or wrong way of using these tools. As long as things make sense, keep going. As you practice more and more, things will start to click. In the comment section below, please share what tools you have used. Alright. I'm back. I hope you spent some time with the text tools and stores query. Let's now see where I have used the text transformation tools in the stores query. First, let's import the store data using the From Text/CSV tool. On the Data tab, under Get and Transform Data Group, click on the From Text/CSV tool. Select the store's CSV file. Press the Import button. In the Data Preview window, press the Transform Data button to open it in the Power Query Editor. Give this query a proper and consistent name. For example, I'm going to rename it to stores_lookup. Make sure all the column headers and the data types are correct. Alright. Note that we have store addresses separated in different columns. Now let's say I want the full address for every store in a new column. Aha! This seems like another use case for the Merge Columns tool. Using the Control left click, select the store_street_address, store_city, store_state, and store_country columns. Remember, the order of selection matters. Okay, as we want to create a new column, therefore, go to the Add Column tab. In the From Text group, click on the Merge Columns tool. In the Separator dropdown, select the Custom option. In the text box below, enter a comma and a space character. In the New Column Name text box, enter a meaningful name. For example, I'm going to enter full_address. Press the OK button. This will insert a new column, full_address, to the end of the query. Here you can see your new column, full_address. As always, you can apply these tools in several ways. For example, before creating the full_address column, you could have converted the country name to uppercase. Again, I would suggest doing some practice with these tools and queries to explore the various opportunities. Alright. That's it for this tutorial. I hope you are now familiar with the text transformation tools in Power Query Editor and can use it for your use cases. Please share your feedback in the comments section below. In the next tutorial, you will learn tools to manipulate numeric data in Power Query Editor. Oh! And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also, press that little bell icon to get notified when the next tutorial is available.